beautiful Sunday afternoon here at, here outside of Colby Catholic Student Center. I wanted to share a thought that occurred to me this morning after Office of Readings. It's not from the Mass readings, but from Liturgy of the Hours, the Office of Readings. So, just to be super clear at the beginning, this is not something that I think people are doing intentionally, but maybe it can be a little helpful to kind of point this out as a little bit of motivation to change our mentality. So, in Office of Readings today, it's in the breviary, it's going through the book of Exodus, and it got to the point today where Moses has gone to Pharaoh to let people go, and Pharaoh responds by saying, no, you guys are being lazy, so actually don't give them straw and make them work just as hard. And it occurred to me, and I didn't really like this thought, but it is what occurred to me. I think it's might be helpful to think about. Sometimes the people of God might be like the taskmasters. Now, what do I mean? Hold on. Like, am I saying that there's like oppression happening and there's violence going on? No, I'm not saying that. Nor am I saying that there's a need for escape. But the way I thought about it just was a surprise thought to me. Sometimes it could be that the people of God are like the taskmasters and the Israelites are your priests. The reality very often is that we don't have enough priests for the ministry that we have, but there's an expectation from the people that the priests keep up with all the same number of masses, all the same number of quinceañeras and weddings and baptisms and meetings and special events and fundraisers and all the things that you want us to be at and that we want to be at. And there's this insistence, we need more priests, Father should be around more, why is he so busy? But what's missing is the realization that you're not giving us any straw. We need young men, we need your sons, your grandsons, to go to seminary and be priests so that there can be more priests. Very often we get asked to do quite a lot of things, and it's disappointment is given if we aren't able to do all of the things, but then the resources to do those things aren't provided by the people. We love being priests and we love giving the sacraments and helping you grow in faith and helping you get to heaven. That's the whole point of our ministry. But we also need your help. We need you, the people of God, to provide, by metaphor, the straw, the materials that are needed to make new priests. That is, young men especially who want to serve God's people in this way. We can't have the church by just expecting more from the priests, but not giving even of our own family back to the church. Again, just to be clear about the analogy, I'm not saying that priests are trying to escape the people of God like Israel is trying to escape Egypt and Pharaoh. That part of the analogy does not apply. But that thought of, from the priest perspective, sometimes it can be like the Israelites talking to their Egyptian taskmasters, where the same level of work and even more is expected of us, but we kind of have to make do with less and less resources. And that's not a sustainable system. So please, understand that I'm not saying, you're an Egyptian taskmaster, how dare you, people of God. No. But sometimes things like this are helpful to kind of little examination of conscience to say, okay, am I doing my part to really build up, to intentionally, actively build up the kingdom of God, to build up the church, to assist what I want the church to be, to promote vocations, to pray for vocations, to support young men who could be priests someday, to, if you will, provide that straw to the ministers of the church so that we can build, if you will, the bricks of the stones of the church to provide the ministry that you so much desire and that we want to give you. Please help us help you. Please pray for vocations, support vocations, and together we can build up the Holy Church of God.